Welcome to the week in my life back in Norway. This week, I saw waterfalls, went sightseeing, ate delicious food, and so much more. I'd like to share my fun winter week in Oslo with you all now. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I decided for this week, I just wanted to show you guys another week in my life here in Oslo. So I'm currently a master's student writing my thesis at the moment, which means I have a schedule that can change all the time and a lot of free time too, which is a great bonus. Because of that, I wanted to show you all the fun things I do in a week. So without further ado, let's get going. Because the first day of the week was so beautiful and sunny, I went for a walk along Akerselva River. Along the river is a giant waterfall that's always fairly frozen in winter. It's quite the spectacle if you're ever in Oslo at winter time. After my little river walk, I had a little trouble getting up an icy hill.
No, it's not. It's not the easy part. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Hooray!
I did it. I conquered.
All the way from down there, far down there. Yeah.
After my walk, I decided to end the day thrifting downtown. So as you've probably seen, I spent today walking along the river and enjoying all of the wintry views here in Oslo. But before the day was over, I decided to go thrifting and I actually found this ski suit. I'm very happy about finding this ski suit. It's very fluffy, I think it'll be a great windbreaker, and it's even waterproof. But anyway, I'm going to be going skiing next week and I'll probably vlog that as well, but it's a bit too long to include in this video. So if you stick around, you can probably see me fail at skiing as I try it for the first time ever. The second day of the week was a big work day for me. I went over to the National Library and hunkered down to get some thesis work done. It was very productive. The third day of the week was also good weather. So I went for another walk along the river in my backyard. I even saw some ducklings. Once it was afternoon, I went to see the famous opera house. Even got a close-up look of the saunas on the fjord. Last but not least, I walked to the end of the harbor and went to a little market inside the salt sauna houses. There were a lot of homemade crafts, snacks, drinks, and pieces of art to buy. On the fourth day, I knew I had to be productive again. So I went down to campus and wrote all day long in the school library. Afterwards, I went out to get some Indian food for dinner and headed home. Once Friday came along, my friends and I made some plans to visit multiple cafes and do our thesis work together there. We found a super cute American diner and an even cuter coffee house to work in. Happy Friday, everybody! So even though it's a weekday, I was very productive. I did a lot of studying at cafes with my friends. We've been doing this thing where we do this cafe/bar hopping study session. I know it sounds like a lot. Basically what we do is every few hours, we'll jump between a bunch of different cafes and get coffees while we study, and then once it gets into the PMs, we'll switch that for bars that have good study environments and get cocktails while we study as well. So that was really fun today, and I'm going to keep the party going by meeting up with some friends and maybe going to a few bars as well. It's just really nice to be able to go out there and have some fun after non-stop studying all week. Friday was full of cocktails and fun, but Saturday was even better. On Saturday, my friends and I decided to have a bonfire party at the frozen lake. We made lots of s'mores and hot dogs. We stayed out all day long and even watched the sunset together. After our bonfire Saturday, I chose to visit a museum on Sunday. So for today, I'm actually going to go to the famous Munch Museum downtown by the Opera House. It's got all of Edvard Munch's most famous paintings, including the Scream. I went there a few years ago, but this building is completely new and they got a whole bunch of new art there too. So without further ado, let's get going. My friend and I went downtown to the giant museum and saw all of Edvard Munch's famous pieces. After seeing the Munch exhibits, we got some lunch and went to the final area of the museum that housed experimental art pieces. After seeing the museum, the week was finished and it was time for a new one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.